Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. My name is Shashank and in the today's video I will give you an introduction to toxicology. So in this video we will see what is toxicology in ancient times and the different branches of toxicology. So what is toxicology? The word toxicology has come from the Greek word toxikon, which was used as a poisonous substance in arrowheads. Toxicology is a scientific discipline overlapping with biology, chemistry, pharmacology, and medicine that involves the study of the adverse effects of the chemical substances on the living organisms and the practice of diagnosing and treating exposures to toxin and toxicants. Or, toxicology can be said as the study of antagonistic effects of the chemical or physical agents on the living organisms. What is toxinology? Toxinology refers to toxins produced by living organisms which are dangerous to man. For example, poisonous plants, the venom of snakes, spiders, bees, etc., and bacterial and fungal toxins. Matthew Orfila is considered to be as the father of modern toxicology. Now, toxicology in ancient times. Toxicology from the ancient times, medieval times, and Renaissance period is a science that is rooted in rich and interesting history of mankind. A reference to the poison substance can be traced back to the use of natural poisons in hunting, medicines, assassinations, warfare, or for the other purposes. The origin of toxicology in India can be traced to the Vedic period. The earliest mention of poisons is found in the Atharva Veda. Remedies for many ailments, including poisoning, were discussed in this text. Another major work in this field was the Agnivesha Charaka Samhita. This treatise contains a detailed description of the signs and symptoms and treatment for the commonly found poisons. The third major work on Indian medicine, which contained a chapter on poisons, was the Sushruta Samhita. Sushruta has described several modes of poisoning in ancient time. He has explained how the poisons are mixed with food, drink, honey, medicine, bathing, water, anointing oils, perfumes, eyelash pigments, and snuff, or sprinkled over clothes, beds, couches, shoes, garlands, and jewelry, and on the saddles of horses, etc. He has also described secret poisoning of wells and other drinking waters to destroy enemies. Test of poison food and other materials in ancient India. In ancient India, test of poison food and other materials is witnessed like for Kautilya being a king. To ensure his personal safety, he was acclimatized to food mixed with poison. According to him, in a well-guarded place, the head cook should supervise the preparation for different varieties of delicious dishes. The king is advised to partake of such fresh dishes after making oblations, first to fire and then to the birds. When the flame and the smoke turns blue and crackle, and when birds that eat the oblation die, the presence of poison in the dish was to be inferred. When the vapor arising from the cooked rice has the color of the neck of a peacock and appears chill as if suddenly cooled, when vegetable possesses an unnatural color and are watery and hardened and appear to have suddenly turned dry, having broken layers of blackish foam and being devoid of smell, touch, and taste natural to them, then the poison is inferred. There are many other ways in which they detect the poison and judge the food that it is poisoned or not. Then, different branches of toxicology. The different branches of toxicology includes environmental toxicology, occupational toxicology, regulatory toxicology, food toxicology, clinical toxicology, descriptive toxicology, analytical, mechanistic, and forensic toxicology. First of all, environmental toxicology. Environmental toxicology is concerned with the study of chemicals that contaminate food, water, soil, or the atmosphere. It also deals with toxic substances that enter water bodies such as rivers, lakes, streams, and oceans. This category of toxicology describes the effect of exposure of toxic substances on living organisms like plants, animals, and humans. Now, occupational toxicology. Occupational toxicology, or we can say industrial toxicology, is concerned with health effects from exposure to chemicals in the workplace. This field grew out of a need to protect workers from toxic substances and to make their work environment safe. Then, regulatory toxicology. Regulatory toxicology gathers and evaluates existing toxicological information to establish concentration-based standards of safe exposure. There are serious differences between the purposes and procedures of science and regulatory policy. Science pursues to recognize natural phenomena through unprejudiced, pragmatic, and impartial practices and is careful, incremental, and evidence-based as well. Then comes the food toxicology. The food toxicology is involved in delivering a non-toxic and edible supply of food to the consumers. During processing, a number of substances may be added to the food to make it taste, smell, or look better. Fats, oils, sugars, starches, and other substances may be added to change the texture and taste of food. All of these additives are studied to conclude if and at what amount they may produce adverse effects. A second area of interest includes food allergies. For example, many people have trouble digesting milk and are lactose intolerant. Furthermore, toxic substances like pesticides may be applied to a food crop in the field, while lead, arsenic, and cadmium are naturally present in the soil and water and may be absorbed by plants. Toxicologists must determine the tolerant daily intake level for those substances. Clinical toxicology. Clinical toxicology is concerned with diseases and illness associated with short-term or long-term exposure to toxic chemicals. Clinical toxicologists include emergency room physicians who must be familiar with the symptoms related with exposure to an extensive variety of toxic substances in order to manage the appropriate treatment. Descriptive toxicology. Descriptive toxicology is concerned with collecting toxicological statistics from animal experimentations. This type of experiments are used to establish how much of a chemical would cause illness or even death. A descriptive toxicologist is concerned directly with toxicity testing, which provides information for safety evaluation and regulatory requirements. The appropriate information to assess risk posed to humans and the environment from exposure to specific chemicals. The concern may be limited to effects on humans, as in the case of drugs and food additives. Descriptive toxicology is of course not separated from mechanistic studies. As such, studies provide important clues to a chemical's action mechanism and consequently contribute to development of mechanistic toxicology through hypothesis generation. Such studies are also a key component of risk calculation that are used by regulatory toxicologists. Analytical toxicology. Analytical toxicology identifies the toxicant through analysis of body fluids, stomach content, excrement, or skin. It also comprises the application of the tools of analytical chemistry to the qualitative and or quantitative assessment of chemicals that may exert effects on living organisms. Generally, the chemical that is to be measured is a xenobiotic that may be altered or transformed by metabolic actions of the organisms. Frequently, the specimen that is to be analyzed consists of a matrix composed of body fluids or solid tissues removed from the organism. Both the identity of the analyte and the complexity of the matrix can present difficulties to an analytical toxicologist. Now, mechanistic toxicology. Mechanistic toxicology makes observations on how toxic substances cause their effects. The effects of exposure can depend on a number of factors, including the size of the molecule, the exact tissue type or affected cellular components, whether the substance is easily dissolved in water or fatty tissues, all of which are important when trying to determine the way a toxic substance causes harm and whether effect seen in animals can be expected in humans. Now, forensic toxicology. Forensic toxicology is used to establish cause and effect relationships between exposure to a drug or chemical and the toxic or lethal effects that result from exposure. Forensic toxicology talks about the application of conventional toxicology for the purpose of criminal investigation to assist legal administration. It can be considered as a hybrid of analytical chemistry and fundamental toxicology with advanced forensic medicine. Forensic toxicology is also primarily concerned with the medico-legal characteristics of detrimental effects of chemicals on humans and animals. The expertise of forensic toxicologist is primarily utilized in establishing the cause of death and interpreting its circumstances in post-mortem investigations. So, all these were the branches of toxicology. Thank you so much for watching our video. For more details, you can visit our website www.thescihub.in. Thank you.